stay tuned. There's gonna be a lot of footage. All right, so as you can see, this is totally different than what you guys are normally seeing, right? The parking garage. We are finally in a house. My wife and I, this is actually the stock exhaust, and this is what's gonna be going on today. Not the stock exhaust, but we're gonna be going over a new exhaust setup. It's not necessarily new, but it's gonna be Active Autowerke Catted Gesi Catted Downpipes. So we're gonna go there, we're gonna get a little bit more information about it. And for the ones that are afraid of the smell and also want to keep it somewhat tame, this is maybe something for you. So we're going to head over to Active Autowerke and then meet the team over there and also get more information about this catted downpipe. And it's something that's going to be very interesting and also more, I guess, appealing for a lot of people that don't want to deal with the smell and also being too obnoxious. So stay tuned. We're going to talk about it as we go down. All right, so Miguel just told me, why is my car dirty? And you guys know me, I kind of keep the car clean, but I just drove literally about 2 hours to get to Miami. And he was calling me on the brake dust. I literally cleaned those wheels yesterday.
I've been hearing these cars are notorious for brake dust. And yeah, it is, I mean, his wheels look brown, actually. So.
It does. You know what it is? It's definitely because these OEM brake pads, they produce a lot of brake dust, and that's the same thing with the F8X platform.
Yeah. One of the things now seeing this car for the second time is, man, that wheel gap is terrible. That wheel gap is terrible. This car, you need to mod it to look good. And I think one of the first mods has to be lower it. And
suspension.
And do put some spacers on it.
So in this video, we're actually at Active Autowerke here in Miami, Florida. So like I said early in the video, what we're gonna be doing today is installing the catted Gesi Catted Downpipe, which is a 400 cell downpipe that's gonna give you a lot more power and a lot more sound. And the best part of it, you're not gonna get a check engine light. And Active Autowerke here, they guarantee that. So that's something that you wanna look into when you wanna go into that realm, because that's really important. To have a product that's not gonna give you a check engine light is something that's solid. So we're gonna deep dive into that, and we're gonna have more footage about that on the Beamer Invasion YouTube channel. So stay tuned. All right, guys, we're inside Active Autowerke, and like I said earlier, we're gonna do a modification. This is the second modification for my G80 M3, and one of the things I wanted to do was to amplify the sound, right? I think we all like sound when you drive a sports car. So the one thing that's really suppressed about the G8X platform, there's so much insulation in the car that you can kind of barely hear the exhaust tone, besides all the fake engine noise being pumped in. One of the things I wanted to do that I've never done on a BMW was a downpipe. Downpipe is probably one of the biggest mods you could do to amplify the sound and also give you more power. So I know I spoke to Rob throughout the time, and I didn't want to deal with the smell. The smell is probably one of the worst things when you do a downpipe, right? And Rob, what do we have here today, and what's different about it?
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Ken for
What I do?
breaking into his G80, his brand new G80, taking out his cats, and we're going to go with our new Gesi Cats, right? Yeah. So
But tame though.
So we actually are going to go with the Gesi Cats, which are what we call semi-high performance, still no cell light coming on or any kind of emission issues that you might have if your car wants to pass, because I'll still meet all the requirements. We won't have any adaptations turned off or anything like that for no cells. So at the same time, you can get the performance, pretty much. On the F80s, we knew there's only a difference of like 5 horsepower between catless and our Gesi Cat. We truly haven't tested the G80 yet, but from the Supra and so on, that we make the B58, the same cat, we know the performance is as good, because these guys are pumping 800 horsepower out of the Supras using
with
our
the
Gesi Cats.
catted downpipe. So
Yes.
think about that, guys, before you go catless.
Right.
And then one of the things too is that, look, if you're the type of adult that you eventually have kids and stuff, and this is just a daily driver where you can put your kids in, especially with the little ones, you don't want them smelling like exhaust fumes. And this is something that's going to allow you to enjoy the car with the power and to avoid those exhaust fumes. Because eventually, I myself, hopefully, will be having a growing family. So I wanted to be able to put this on the car without the smell.
Well, the other most important part to us is that, as you know, with the EPA regulations that's going on today in the world, in our country, you know, everything is getting, you know, tighter, but still yet, you know, we want to have some kind of performance, but still yet, you know, keep in mind that we want to be, you know, legal and want to be, you know, helping, you know, with our smog as best as we can. So, you know, everybody's like reverting or moving towards this system of a catted system versus catless. So we're trying to, you know, be in the forefront of this, and eventually we will all have just catted products on there so that we can.
And just to give you guys an idea, they have a warranty on this. This is one of the best warranties out there, right? So you guys warranty this.
Yeah, we warranty our product for 5 years for the cats. You know, 5 years for no cell light at all.
Yeah. It's related to the downpipe. So if you have anything else going on, they're not going to cover that stuff, but it has to be related to the downpipe.
It has, if you get a check engine light for whatever, you know, something else, coils or something else, no. But if it's related, emission related, because of the cat failure, then yes, we will cover it for 5 years to the original owner.
And one thing I wanted to bring up too is that you guys always stay ahead of the game, right? So this is a 400 cell Gesi Cat, and you guys previously used 300 cell, right?
Yeah, we used a 300 cell previously because that's all that Gesi had at the time. We wanted the highest quality cat that they offered. But unfortunately, we had some issues. We had, you know, check engine lights coming on, and we had to do a lot of replacement and warranty work. And, you know, we reached out to Gesi because they were also had to replace these things under warranty. And now they improved and they came up with the 400 cell. And since we've had the 400 cell on there, it's been fantastic.
Solid, no CEL.
You know. We really don't, the failure rate is like down to almost zero.
Yeah.
So that is good, and they know that we're always looking ahead, that if they ever do produce something that's even better, you know, we're willing to try those. And due to the fact that, you know, we do pay more for these, you know, than the regular 300 cell, which is they still offer out there, but you can't guarantee, you know, nobody wants a guarantee because the lights will probably come on, but, you know.
And just to give you an idea, the catless version of these downpipes for any other brands, they're going to be a lot cheaper, but you get what you pay for. But if those things kind of resonate with you, the smell, the no CEL, then you might want to look into Active Autowerks Gesi Cats. But in a little bit, we're going to jump into the shop, right? And check these out, install them, see how it sounds.
Exactly.
And then there might be other things developing, so stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right, they just removed the skid plate. I didn't realize this thing is so massive. Look at that. Compared off the car and stuff, you can kind of see a little bit of abrasion, which is why, thankfully, I have that on. But as you can see, this is the stock downpipe. This is going to be removed, and we're going to put the Gesi Catted Downpipes. I'm pretty excited to see how that's going to sound. And also, how much more power and also flow I'm gonna hear. Maybe the turbo spool is gonna be a little bit more prominent. So as you can see, these are the Gesi Cats that we were talking about earlier. These are provided by Active Autowerke. And I'm really a big fan of using something like this where you're not gonna have any problems with check engine lights, and also the smell. The smell, like I've talked to many different people. One good example is John. His Instagram is Towson right over here. He actually has a full catless setup on his F80 too, and he mentions that it smells. So this is something that I'm gonna do because long term, I think is gonna be just more my style. Everybody has a different style, and that's why we're going with this today onto my Imola Red G80 M3. All right, so while he's working on the G80 M3, I want to interrupt this video and thank our sponsors, and that's Simply Carbon Fiber. Simply Carbon Fiber sent me over this carbon fiber phone case, and it's something that I've used, and I've mentioned it multiple times, and it's something that I continue to use because it's high quality. And what I like about it too is that it matches the carbon fiber in the G80 M3 because I have the carbon fiber package. What I like about it too is that I've used it for a couple months now and it's held well. It's not beat up or anything. My previous phone case, which I mentioned in a previous video, that was beat up pretty bad. So I want to thank them for sponsoring this video and also sending me some high quality carbon fiber pieces. And let's jump back into the video and see the end result. I'm sure you guys think the end result's going to be amazing. I'm excited. It's my first downpipe on a BMW. Never did a downpipe before. I had it on my JDM days, on my Subaru days, so we'll see how this is going to sound. Remember guys that this is free for you guys. Definitely hit the like button and consider subscribing. Helps my small channel grow, and it lets me know that you guys like these type of videos where I'm out here filming on my day off and trying to produce the content for you guys. So do me a favor, hit that like button and consider subscribing. Thank you so much. So just to add on what I said earlier about going with the catted downpipe is because I don't want to smell it. For example, this 525 BMW right here, it's catless. And you could smell it in the air. My clothes is probably gonna smell later. And again, if you have kids and stuff, that's probably not good for the kids. So that's one of the major reasons why I wanted to go with a high flow catted downpipe. Stay tuned, there's gonna be a lot of footage, and also I think we might have something else going on. I don't know yet, we'll see, so stay tuned. We're gonna be pairing up Active Autowerke's new equal length mid pipe onto the Gesi Catted Downpipe along with AWE's switch pad. And as you can hear, it's nice and rowdy here today, so stay tuned.